Hey everyone, and welcome to Isms by Josie. Today we're going to be doing a polygel infill. For my returning subscribers, thank you so much for tuning in. And for my new viewers, please consider subscribing, share, hit that like button, leave a comment below, and click on that notification bell for future videos. So this is the set that I did a couple of weeks ago. I had done a Gelish Polygel application, and I kept my thumbnail because it was still going on strong, and it's still going on strong. That thumbnail is like, what, 3, 4 weeks now? No longer than that, right? I don't know. Anyway, so I only did the 4 other nails in the polygel, and now since I'm keeping that thumbnail on again for the next couple weeks, I am going to be doing a polygel infill. So I'm starting off by using my Melodysusie drill, and I'm just going to be filing off the design, and I want to keep the filing at a minimum because, as you remember, I did apply these nails to be a bit thin because I like my nails to be on the thinner side. So I'm just making sure that I drill enough to get the nail polish off. And I'm going to give this a couple more. I'm going to switch out my bits the way that I like to do it. And I'm not saying that the way that I do it is the way to go. It's just how I've done it. As you see, I'm starting out with my coarse bit. And after I remove like the majority of the design, I'm going to switch to a safety bit just so that I can get closer to my cuticle and remove the nail polish around that area. And then after that, I use a cone shape bit to just file down the bulk around the cuticle area. Also, sometimes there tends to be a little lifting that you want to get rid of. So I will use the cone shape bit for that. And then finally, I will do the cuticle work on that. I'm going to use my glass cuticle pusher, and I'm going to be using the drill to remove the excess dead skin. And then we'll move on to the infill. Now the infill is just pretty much going to be an infill, but adding an extra layer, because for the design that I'm doing for this weekend, this is like a bonus video. I want to do a design for Mother's Day. I'm going to be posting these on the Saturday just so I can get them out before the holiday. And the design that I wanted to do, I wanted to incorporate some glitter, iridescent glitters under a matte finish, because as I did the polygel application video a couple weeks ago, some of you guys liked how it looked without the top coat, and I actually did want to have it look matte. It's just I did that application the night before I was going to do the design, and I didn't want any stains or scuffing on the polygel nails, so I just put on a base coat over it. So this time around, I'm going to make it, or give it a matte finish, just so I can check out what that looks like. So as I said, here I'm going to be using the cone shape bit. I love this bit because it allows me to get even closer to the cuticle and just smooth down those ridges that you get when your nail grows out. It's just sucky sometimes because when you do any kind of application like acrylic or polygel, hard gel, like I like to keep a nice smooth finish that it diminishes into your natural nail and doesn't have that ridge. But then when I put on my top coats and background coats, base coats, all these other coats that I'm doing to do the design, by the time it grows out, you know, there is a ridge that forms, and the ridge varies from thickness depending on the design. And you know, there could be ways to avoid that, but you know, when I'm already spending like average 3 hours on a set, I just don't feel like having to really be too technical about my application. Um, At any rate, so yeah, after I work on my cuticles, I'm going to take my nippers and just clip off the dead skin cells. And I love this part because I like having a nice clean nail bed. It's a little harder when it comes to your extensions, um, because it's you don't want to damage too much the nail extension, but you're trying to get into those nooks and crannies. So here I'm going to be putting some nail dehydrator and acid-free primer on the natural nail part only. And again, I'm using my Gelish clear, natural clear polygel. It's not super clear, but that's all right because it's going to work with the look that we're doing today. And I'm just going to mix in some of these iridescent glitters. These are my favorite iridescent glitters that I always like to try incorporating in my designs. And I'm going to take a little slick of that just to do the infill. And this part is fairly easy and straightforward. I personally like to do polygel applications on a clean nail bed from scratch, but infills are so much quicker. So in their own right, that I like that situation. So here I'm just making sure that my polygel diminishes into my nail bed, and I'm just gonna drag this down. It's gonna create like a glitter ombre. Um, but at the same time, I'm just trying to give it a little thickness because we're going to be filing some of this off. I'm not exactly sure how this is going to turn out since like when you file glitters, if it's a color, it ends up turning, you can see the metal if you end up filing into it. Um, but yeah, we'll see. So I'm like semi-encapsulating it, at least on the glitters, like on the chunky ones where I really would like for them to stay looking whole. I had put a little bit of the clear over it so that when I file, I don't file the glitter off. So the other reason why I prefer to do a clean set than an infill is because I like to keep my thin nails. So when I do apply this, I get a little freaked out, and I know you got to trust the process, but when I apply this, I feel like my nail is getting thick. But of course it's going to get somewhat thicker, and then you just file it off like you normally would. I don't know, for me, I just get a little freaked out about it, I guess. But, it's working out so far so good. And towards the tips, like I said, I'm just putting more of the clear, giving it more of like a glitter ombre look. I mean, it's not very important. I just didn't really want to do a full nail glitter. I just wanted to do like random ones. And, thinking back, I thought maybe I could do this another way, like maybe just use a base coat and sandwich that in and not necessarily cover the full nail, but do like little squiggles here and there. But then I was like, you know what, kill two birds. Let's just mix it into the poly gel and call it a day. And that's what I'm saying. Like when I know I'm going to be spending X amount of time on my nails, I try to shorten the process just for me because it is fun, but at the same time, it kind of sucks having to stay up late. Like, so last night, after all is said and done, and I did start editing the videos because I'm trying to push to post this Saturday as opposed to Mother's Day on Sunday. I went to sleep like close to 4 a.m. And that happens sometimes when I'm trying to push for things, but also I've been kind of spoiled for the past few weeks because I had done my nails ahead of time. I'm managing to get, the removal and any, I don't really do fill-ins, but then like, I do like a fresh extension or what have you. And I get that done by Friday night um, or Thursday night. So I'm freed up pretty much most of Saturday and Sunday. So then it's just a little weird for me because I'm like, oh, I don't have anything to do. But yeah, for now I'm just gonna push it, my family is gonna be doing a non Mother's Day just because you know, uh my family has things to do, and then on top of that, we figure it might be safer to just, do it on an off day so that it's not super crowded and this and that. So, I mean, and we're all good with that because Mother's Day is every day, right? So it's okay if we push off days like, when my husband was in the force, like we would have holidays not on the holiday because we had to, like the schedules would just never happen to where he would have off on a holiday. So I'm kind of used to celebrating holidays on an off holiday. And just to throw that in there, I celebrate my birthday all month long. So I'm used to not celebrating things on the actual day. So, yeah, I'm gonna be posting this. My mom's gonna be out of state anyway, so she's gonna be able to see the design that I'm gonna be putting at you guys. So, thank you so much for tuning in on this video. Be sure to join me on the next video after I applied this polygel, file it down, get it all nice and prepped for the design. I'm going to be doing a Mother's Day design. It's not going to be like an obvious like Mother's Day or Happy Mother's Day kind of a thing, but it's definitely kind of cute, and it's going to be working with the number of nails that I have. And, now that I'm looking at it, I feel like that thumbnail definitely like matches everything with the design because of the colors that it's giving. But this is what it looks like all filed down and everything. And I didn't show that because that's gonna take forever because I like to do my hand filing to get that nice shape. But I'm applying some Izzy Wizzy Let's Get Busy. It's a gel polish by Gelish. As you know, it's one of my favorite nail polishes. It's a very nice, subtle, like dreamy, and that was Dexter right there. Dreamy glitter polish. And then I'm going to top it off here with some matte top coat, and I'm going to check out what it's like because it's what I thought I should have done the previous 2 weeks, and so we're just going to try it for this design here. But we're pretty much wrapping up what I have to do. I mean, this was like maybe an hour process or something like that. And I managed to cut it down into like a 13-14 minute video. But I'm really excited for the next video, you guys, because I get to do more of art, like an artsy kind of thing. It's something that kind of started a couple weeks ago. So thank you so much for watching. This is Isms by Josie. Please share, like, and subscribe for future videos, and join me again in the video I'm posting later today for Mother's Day. Until then, I'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.